Okay, today's project is gonna be something completely different than I've done ever before. This is a mass production project. It feels a little weird saying that, I'm not gonna lie. It feels a little bit strange saying that. The reason I'm doing this today is because I have a show in 2 days. For that show, I need some more art. I need to create a bunch right now. I've got a booklet here of about 9 pieces of heavyweight, cold press, watercolor paper. So I'm going to use these and I'm going to make a series out of them of all relatively similar pieces, and they're all going to have relatively close similar color schemes. I'm going to try and vary it at least enough so that they all look like individual pieces, but there will be some congruity to it. I've never done production like this before, but it's a necessity. It's something I need to bang out, and so I figured, well, since I'm doing it, let's show it. Yet another exploration into new territory. Never not gonna be exploring new things. So I need to show you a picture so that you get a little bit of context. The group that is putting on this event showcased a piece of my work. And so because of that, I am going to do work that is relatively similar to the piece that they showcased. The only problem is that the piece that they showed was strictly digital. I made this 100% in my phone. That doesn't mean that I can't make something relatively similar in multiple fashions here. So let's get to it. So these pieces are all cut. I didn't cut them very nice and clean. That's okay, I don't need them. I'm actually gonna be recutting them with an actual paper cutter later. I just needed to get them off of that spiral so that we can work with them independently.
Never been in love, or maybe I've never been in love, or maybe I'm too much too loud, too up in my head, too late, too bad, I'll say it again. Never been in love, need someone to save me from myself. I need a little help here from somebody else. I think I'm gonna melt here, all up in my bedroom walls. Just me and my hopeless heart, save me from myself.
All right, stage 1 is complete. I gotta let that stuff dry because it has to be good and dry before I go and lay anything else down. Otherwise the other stuff is just, it's gonna be weird on there. It's palette knife time. I've got a palette here. It's actually got some paint from. If you've watched the last video, or one of the last videos, I don't know when this one's coming out. If you watched the video where I was building this guy, you know about that extra paint. Something's gotta happen with that, so we're gonna put some of it down. Not all of it, but some of it.
Thought I'd need someone to save me from myself. I need a little help here from somebody else. I think I'm gonna melt here, all up in my bedroom walls. Just me and my hopeless heart, save me from myself. So are you gonna help? Na 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 na. Are you gonna help? Na 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 na.
So I'm almost out of battery life, and these are at a point where they are a good stopping point for tonight. They're all looking pretty good. Some I like better than others, but they're still a work in progress. They've still got some time underneath the paintbrush. Plenty of white, plenty of black, some fine lines from some pens and stuff that I feel like need to go into this. I'm gonna put some geometric shapes in and maybe some words or two because yeah, that's how I see this. That's what I see going down here, but right now, good stopping point for the night. So I have them all at about 85–90% done. I really digging some of these. Look, that looks a little clown face, but I really dig how some of these have turned out, and I just want to add a little bit more fine line type of work. I've got a couple of pens here. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, but basically we're just going to kind of put some finalized touches on every single one of these and then sign them off, varnish those suckers, and get ready to sell them tomorrow. These have got to be done tonight or at the very, very, very latest, first thing tomorrow morning. I have to be at the event at 12:30 to set up, so I've got some work ahead of me. And yeah, but I'm really stoked by how these turned out. I'm just gonna give you a quick look at every single one. One done, 8 more to go. And if I do get all of these done tonight, I might even start on some more. That is completely insane. But at least I'll get these done and we'll see what happens. Do for now. These are done. They're done. Let these dry a little bit because adding that extra stuff obviously needs a little bit more dry time. But then tomorrow I'm gonna trim them down because they need to come down in size a little bit. I'm a little bit worried about some of these. This one's gonna be a little tight. There's another one in there that's a little tight on size, but they come down in size a little bit and then box them into some bags over here. You got some bags and some boards. Put those in there and then those will be ready for the show tomorrow. It is several days later and a few takes later. This is actually the third time I've recorded this little segment right here. First one faltered, the second one was too blurry, and now here we are again. The art looks great. It's all bagged in plastic and all this stuff, and actually the show that I was participating in was a couple days ago or last week rather. It was okay. This show was okay. I sold one piece of art. So not a great showing, but that's okay. The event is new. It might get better later on, but right now I'm just probably not gonna get involved because it's not worth my time to drive that far just to make 40 bucks or whatever I made, 50, 60 bucks. The good news is that I put these up on the website and I already sold 2. And they happen to be my favorite 2, so maybe there's something to that. Yeah, 2 are already sold and I've got 7 left. But those aren't the only ones, in fact. I got more coming. So this one turned out to be a really fun project and a really lucrative one, at least in the sense that I was able to generate art really quickly, get it all done in time for the show, have plenty of stuff to post up and fill my Instagram feed or wherever I decide to post this stuff, and it's been getting a lot of great response. So I'm on to something. Thumbs up for exploration. On to the next project, which is this bad boy right here. That's super annoying. Not just this guy too, and maybe him too. I'm gonna be painting these suckers up, and this one's already a work in progress, but you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait to see the other ones. Or you're gonna have to wait to see them all. You have to wait to see them all for the next video because I'm gonna talk about all that. I don't even really know. Just like the money when I finished it, I'm not sure where I'm headed with this yet, but I like the color. Of course, as I make more cans, because I use this can to paint this can, and then eventually this can will be gone, and this can will be used for something else, like whatever I decide to paint with this can. I got cans for days. So that's the next project. I do have a design project that I want to work on with for you guys. Somebody made a special request. They want me to talk about some aspect of Adobe InDesign, and if you're not into Adobe InDesign, I'm sorry, but we're gonna talk about it anyway because somebody else asked for it and I said I would do it, so I'm gonna do it. An area that I'm not very familiar with, but that, hey, exploration. I'm gonna go, because it's late. This video should have been out already, and yeah, so let's get to it. Remember, Be good today. Be better tomorrow. See ya! God, I hope most of that was in focus.